So after doing my £1, £10, £100 video and you guys really enjoying it, it seems you more enjoyed the sadness that stemmed from me spending that stupid amount of money. Stupid idea this is. Stupid bloody idea. But it was one of my favourite videos to make, and I've done a lot of concepts similar to that video, and I've got a lot more in the works. They're some of my favourite videos to make, but I thought after 8 months, why not do a sequel with £2, £20, £200. My dumbest idea yet. So I will be buying and earning the platinums on 3 different games, one valued at £2, one valued at £20, and you guessed it, one valued at £200. A grand total of £222, which for you Americans is just under $280. As with my 1, 10, 100 video, I'll be adding them to this tier list, which is very simply labelled A through to D, and I definitely won't be changing them to make bad jokes. But as much as I'd love to waffle so I don't have to spend this kind of money, I suppose we've just got to get into it. So let's start by going to the PlayStation Store and searching for this £2 game. And just like with the 1, 10, 100, see what type of value we can get in both quality and playtime. So it's time to browse the store. I'm looking forward to that, Doom the Dark Ages. I'm looking forward to that. Anyways, let's focus. So we need to go to browse. Now, we're going to set it. Now, last time, I can't believe I had so many comments about this. For £2, there is never a game that's bang on 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on and so forth. You never get a game that's bang on. It's always like $79.99 or $1.99. So for £2, we're going to have to do either $1.99 or £2 and 1 pence. That's going to be the closest option to £2. Now, if there's a game like Scrabble, a crossword, a word search, something like that, then we're going to get it. Because I love the... Oh, God. Look, I forgot. Ugh. The shovelware. We are going to try and avoid it with the 1, 10, 100. We did hit shovelware, unfortunately. Okay, so we've got £2, 2 pence there. So the best option is going to be $1.99. That's the closest thing to £2. And... you know, I don't do research before these. That's the fun of it, I think, for me. And I think for you guys, you enjoyed it like that. It was like, what kind of crap is Study going to find? I mean, that might actually be worse than Sally and Susie go to the beach. So I'm not going to... if you haven't watched the 1, 10, 100, I definitely recommend it. It was funny. It was terrible, but it was a funny video, and I enjoyed it. The video itself is good, but the £1 game was terrible. Oh, there is a word search. 1, 2 word search. I love word searches. I'm not gonna lie, I do them like... actually, I'm gonna tell you guys, I like word searches. I sometimes just do them at my computer like an old man. As you can tell by my old man jumper, I like to do word searches. I like to do crosswords, and they look fun. Obviously, we've got to check it's got a platinum. Now, obviously, you guys might see a game here and be like, how did you not pick that? Remember, I'm only one guy. This video is not play £32 games. This is play 1, £2 games. So I've just got to pick something at random. Okay, so 1, 2 word search does have a platinum. It does. Fridge Escape. Fridge Escape also has a platinum. Now, do we go with a word search? Now, this is sad. I'm probably going to buy this in my own time. But let's go with this. You know, this is clearly AI. I'm not a fan of it. I'm not going to lie. But the game itself looks like someone has at least made an effort. It's in the cart. It's only 186 megabytes. And it's going to take me 6 seconds to download it. We love that. Okay. Made with Unity. There's a shop. Interesting. Okay, so we're starting off as an avocado. Let's go. Jump. Slide. Okay, we've got the first trophy on the board. It does pause it as well. Reach 500 meters. Nice. Continue. I'm not going to check every trophy because some of them are going to be complete. Sandwich Sprinter. Nice. Which is... reach 1,000 meters. Okay. We will have a look at the actual trophy guide once... Fridge Runner. That's obviously for 2,000 meters, maybe. Shiny Gem. I assume that's for getting one of those diamonds. First Steps. No! Gem Collector. I assume that's for getting 2 of them. Okay, I'm not a fan of the power-ups. Coin Beginner. Maybe 100 coins, that. Fridge Sprinter. 4,000 meters, I assume. Marathon Avocado. Reach 4,500 meters. Nice. I've got a skateboard now. Endless Runner. Nice. That's obviously for 5,000. Ooh. Collect 250. I haven't checked the trophies, by the way. I'm just kind of winging it, and then we'll see what's up. Oh, come on. 650. All right. I think we just need one more diamond. I think that's it, because I know there's a trophy for 10 diamonds. There we go. Diamond collector. Oh, and that's the platinum. There we go. Fridge master. Unlock all trophies. So, unfortunately, another shovelware. There was probably a £2 game I could have. I'm gonna quit off now. There was probably a £2 game that wasn't shovelware. I'm gonna buy my guy a little beret. There you go. So with the £2 platinum earned, it's time to add Fridge Escape to our tier list. I'm going to put it in the K tier for kind of a dumb game, but surprisingly good fun. Now the £2 game is just like the £1 game. It's going to be mostly shovelware, but who knows, you might find a diamond in the rough. There is always that chance.
I mean, not good like 1 out of 100?
I'd say more like 1 out of a million.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
And while Fridge Escape wasn't exactly a diamond in the rough, it was at least fun for the limited time I played it. Which when you're playing these short, kind of crappy games, the least you want is something that makes sense and isn't broken. But now it's time to find the £20 game, which I thought at the time of thinking of this video would be the easiest one, as when buying games pre-owned, as in physical copies, you can get a lot with £20. Even digitally, you can probably get a good couple of games with £20 from the £5 area, the £10 area. However, for pure £20 games on the PlayStation Store, I was wrong. This was not easy. Okay, so we're back on the store. It's time to find the £20 game. As always, you have to do $19.99 to $20. Okay, so we're here, and I think we've got a lot to choose from. Now, obviously, you guys may see a game and think, how did you not pick that? There is so many games for me to choose. I cannot please everyone. That's just not the way it's going to work here. I may miss a game that's one of your favorites. It's just the nature of it. I don't do any research before these. I just try and find maybe a game that I would not have played before, you know, a game that I would never have touched. This is an excuse for me to do that. Off rip, I see a great game for 20 quid. I've already done this, but for this price, A Plague Tale Requiem, brilliant game. Just gonna have a scroll through and see what's up. Cloudpunk. This is actually a game that I've been wanting to play. I'm a big fan of the art style. It reminds me of like Rime or Rim. I never know how to pronounce it, from the PS4. I loved it. It looks like a very peaceful game, a game that I wouldn't usually play. So there you go. Enjoy meditative vibes in just an action puzzle climbing game. You know what's funny? Normally any con game I'm like, you know, I think of Skull Island. I've heard good things about this. Alright, so this is the limit. This is now where it gets to more £19 region, which is a shame because I'd love that Grounded. If Grounded was 20p more expensive, it would have been perfect. What's this? Midnight Fight Club. Oh, it looks okay. But man, see, I love MMA and boxing. I've competed in boxing. I love it, but not hearing anything about this game is always a concern. The reviews are not good. Clearly not. I've just checked the trophies, and it is an impossible platinum. There's like 13 people all stuck at 91%, so that's out. Now, obviously, compared to the 110-100 video, the £1 game was a disaster, whereas the £2 game has been quite fun so far. Now, you guys all love when I did Cat Quest 1 for the £10 game. I'm just going to go off of a game that I've been wanting to play, that I've seen about before, because this would be so perfect if Cat Quest 2... no, never mind. It was only $11.99. I was going to say, if Cat Quest 2 was 20 quid, that would be perfect for this video, to be able to do Cat Quest 1 in the last one, Cat Quest 2 in this one. Very highly reviewed, and there we go. Okay, I am a fan of the art style so far, I won't lie. I just hope the game is good, you know? I have to take into consideration £20 is not cheap. That's a lot of money. £20 is a lot of money. So I hope it's worth that, you know? Cat Quest 1 was worth the £10 that I paid for it, you know? Okay, now, obviously, I'm not going to follow any guide or anything. That's what I did with the last video, 110 and 100. I'm just going to explore and see what's up. Okay. He runs like Tino in Bob's Burgers with his hands by his side.
Just give up now, Tina. You're only in front of me because I let you.
Now, I kind of want to test it, but I've got a feeling you can just fall. Oh, hold on. No, there's an invisible wall there. Okay. Ah, I see. Oh, okay. Interesting. Right hand gauge represents how much stamina you have. Okay, so you got to move kind of quick, but it's not completely unforgiving. Oh, something here. Ah, so there is collectibles. First contact. Read a letter. Okay, so the game has collectibles, so we're probably going to have to do a... what's it called? A replay. Whether it be replay or whether there'll be chapter select. We're yet to find out, obviously. Whoa. Whoa, that was cool. That was really cool. Oh, little cutscene. An ear to the past. Listen to a shell. Okay, it repeats itself. I'm really intrigued by the world we're in. I really am. I have to say, like, it's captured my attention. Like, honestly. Oh, look. Do you guys understand the strength you have to be able to do this? Just gonna have a little explore in this cave first. Ah. First stone. Complete a cairn. Nice. Nice. Little bed. So there was people here. I'm really intrigued by what this is and everything. I don't know why I'm so intrigued. I think it's just interesting, you know? Ah, chapter 2, migration. Okay, so it's going to be a whole different... Oh, look at that little thing on my shoulder. This is brilliant. Honestly, like, I'm obviously going to carry on playing, and so far, I think it's... I don't regret spending money on it. Truly. But we'll see. We'll see how I feel like towards the end. Now, other than the trophy for completing the game, there are 6 big trophies. They're not really big trophies, but they're big for this game. And that is the collectible trophies. You've got to read all the letters. You've got to read all of Bianca's journal entries. You've got to listen to all the shells. Turn all of the altars. Complete all of the cairns. And activate all the frescoes. So I tried to get as many collectibles as I could while playing. I think I did a pretty good job, to be honest. Some of the chapters, I got them all. I mean, they're very easy to find, admittedly. So I carried on playing this absolutely brilliant game. Now, some of the collectibles, you don't actually find the first one until chapter 2. And that was my next trophy, Echo from the Past, for activating our first fresco. And then that little blue guy that you saw on my shoulder at the start of chapter 2, it turns out you can actually hug him. There's a trophy related to that later on. If you do hug him, you get the trophy Adventure Buddies. Now, I was just exploring a lot. There's no signs of life in this game except for a few little creatures. There's signs that humans were there, but you never see them. I still don't really know how I got this trophy, but I got the trophy Boogie Choco for scaring more than 10 Chocos back into their burrow. And again, another collectible that can't be found in chapter 1, but a trophy you get for finding your first one, and that's back in motion for turning your first altar. So we're now on chapter 3. I have no negatives. There's not a lot that I can talk about because I have no negatives. It's brilliant. It's very peaceful. It's fun to explore. And once in a while, I like to play a game like this, you know. There was a game I played recently, Blue Memoir, was another relaxing game. And yeah, I'm intrigued in the story that seems to be more given out in lore. In a weird way. I think sometimes you play a lot of shooters, you know, you play a lot of open world games, you play a lot of games that have big conflicts and such, and it's nice to, I don't know, I like to take a break every now and then, every couple of months, play a game like this. Oh, had to hit that there. You know what, there's like creativity as well, like this might not be the way other people did this part, but it's the way I'm going to do it. Oh, Angel's Carabiner. Place a piton at the top of a wall run. Okay. You're fine. Just making sure there's... Oh, here we go. One of these cans. So the higher I get, the more I can see stuff. And this was definitely an ocean at some point. There's lots of boats. And obviously the name of the game is related to some kind of tide. It's like, who was here? Who was at this... Who attended this bar? Permanently closed or until the sun decides to start moving again. So maybe the sun was too strong. Oh, and maybe absorbed... Oh, okay. Oh, collectibles up there. I've been using this little guy. He scans for collectibles. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. They've made the collectibles very easy to achieve. I'm pretty confident I've probably got most of them, if not all of them. Ooh, there we go. Okay, so these little guys will take me over here. Collective climb. Stop 25 pebbles with a single echo from... Okay. Did not know that was a trophy. Okay. I was trying to get that thing to activate up there. That's got... No, hold on. There we go. Thank goodness for the moving critters. That was a fun chapter. That really was. There's no chapter related trophies. It's just, you know, I think it's just collectibles and complete the game. But that was a fun chapter. I mean, the whole game has been really fun. Like, it's a really different style of game that I'm not overly used to playing. But the more I play games like this, the more I realise I love them and I recommend them to people. Same with like Blue Memoir and Rime. Like, these are games I do recommend to people. So there's not many trophies in this game, but most of them are end game trophies, or at least final couple of chapter trophies. While I was getting much better at the climbing, I got the trophy Acrobat for completing more than 200 jumps or double jumps in one game. And literally 2 minutes after that, I got the trophy Fresh Air for restoring your stamina more than 50 times while climbing, and that's all climbing related trophies done. And one thing I didn't realise is there's 6 chapters. Chapter 6 has no collectibles. So as I had done a really good job getting nearly all of the collectibles, I started to unlock collectible trophies in Chapter 5. This first one, Avid Reader, for reading all of the letters. With a very stunning view, I got the trophy Final Ascent for reading all of Bianca's journal entries. Funnily enough, I had 2 final collectibles literally right next to each other. The first one for listening to all of the shells. And then I literally turned to my right, walked over, spun this altar and got the trophy Cycle Celebration for turning all of the altars. As I approached near the end of Chapter 5, ascending higher and higher, I found the final Cairn, which got me the trophy Common Ground. And unfortunately, I somehow missed all of the frescoes, so I'll have to go back and get that collectible trophy later on. And there's an absolutely stunning end to Chapter 5. Me and this giant Bolas, I think that's what they're called, or Bollast. You ride it and it just takes you up. It's a very interesting concept and story in this game. It's very heavily told in lore, which are in the collectibles. And after riding that Bollast for a little while, we land in Chapter 6 on top of this mountain in this crevice with one thing left to climb. And I have to say, it's just stunning. Stunning, stunning, stunning. Wow, it just transitions like that into the continue. Okay, here we are with Chapter 6. Our little guy's frozen, bless him. Look. Oh. Okay, look at this. So we're here. We're on the top. Oh. A faint glimmer. Warm up the ballast in Chapter 6. I just was pressing buttons to see if I could get him to go, and holding L2 and R2 together warms him up. Was that one of those things? The drawings there, we rid on one of them. That's what that big thing is up there. Is this another one? I wonder if I can get him to wake up. Oh, it's a trophy. Awaken memory. Use the echo on a frozen ballast in Chapter 6. The more you play, you definitely feel like the fluidity of the climbing That was my fault then. I let go of the buttons, but you definitely feel the fluidity of the climbing the more you play, which is great. You want it to feel that way. Look at that fluidity in climbing. I reckon this is a game where there's so much like written lore to it. Oh, off he goes. Water Piper. Complete the game. One absolutely fantastic game. Truly. Truly. I really enjoyed that a lot. So I just need one more collectible and I need to hug my little ballast or ballast a few more times. I'm going to finish with that trophy though because it's like a cute trophy to end on. Ah. There we go. Antique Gallery Manager. I definitely already got to this area. And I obviously just missed it. And there we go. Restored connection. Hug the ballast 20 times. And there we go. Ballast. Obtain all trophies in the game. What a brilliant game. Generally, I had a lot of fun with this. I could have done this a lot quicker. It's not a long game and it's not a long platinum, that's for sure. But it's time well spent. For definitely time well spent. So with the £20 game done, it was time to add Jussan to the tier list. I don't even know if I'm saying that correctly, by the way. I may be butchering it, so I do apologise. I'm going to give this a M. For masterpiece. Not only is this a brilliant game for £20, this is a brilliant game full stop. Now it might not be everyone's cup of tea, that was the most British thing I've ever said. As I know, some people will say it's boring, as some people need violence or fast-paced gameplay for it to be classed as good. But in my opinion, for what this game is, it's brilliant. And just like when I did Cat Quest for the £10 game, right now, the mid-tier is holding up as great games in back-to-back videos. But now, it was time for the moment that me, my bank, my mortgage was dreading. The £200 game. Now that is a lot of f***ing money. Why am I wasting my time on the store? There's not going to be a game for £200 on here, but let's check. I just have to say, because I can't believe how many comments I got in the 110-100 saying, like, the Assassin's Creed games are £100 each, or Call of Duties are £100 each. No, they're not. I don't know where people get this from. Or maybe it's a different currency and you're confusing your currency with my currency. But as you can see, there is no game anywhere near £200. This is a dumb idea. So let's go over to the PC and see what we can find. Why am I doing this? So we're now over to the PC and it's time to find the £200 game. This is going to hurt. Now, you always have to search most expensive PS4 games because there's no PS5 games that will really hold that much value. Now, we did this the last time, so a few of these games I will remember. So there's Saturday Morning RPG. Apparently, brand new is $44. Well, I spent 100 quid on it, so... Okay, I'm just going to scroll through here. Now, I'm going to set my maximum to $250 because it does count postage as well. And we're just going to see what we find. Actually, I'm going to set it a little bit higher. I'm going to set it to 300. Let's see what we find. I'll spend about an hour. Oh, that would be cool. That would be really cool. I was a big Absolver fan. It was a game I played a lot. If you guys have never played it, I recommend it. But it's a fun game. I like it. I don't think I can... Because like this, I own this. This is literally next to me. I don't think I can justify... like spending 200 quid just for the special edition. I don't think that really counts. Firewatch, you can buy that on the store. I know that for a fact. Deadpool there, £200. So I could do that, but like we just saw a minute ago, it's not worth that much. I'm going to keep this one open actually. 200 quid, £3 delivery. We'll take that. Like if we can't find anything else, we will take it. So just search for the house in Fata Morgana limited run games. And you've got This one is 280, which I think I bought the last game from these guys, Limited Run. I recognise that. I got that as a sticker. You got the Vita one, then you got the PS4 one, which is what I've got saved up here. I did it. Cool. Good job, Study. Well done. Great way to waste money. Good job. Really, really, yeah. Alright, well, hopefully I'll recover from this. I might even have the game right here. Right, let's hope I remember to do the transition. I don't remember the transition, so don't bother mentioning it. Post has arrived. It's 4 PM right now, so I'm going to play the £200 game tomorrow. But I thought, as we did with the 100, let's open it. The bubble wrap is like glued to the packet. Oh my god, am I an idiot? Yeah, okay. Alright, put that over there. Okay, bubble wrap on bubble wrap on. God, can you hear that? The game sounds very loose in there for this kind of money. That is concerning. The House of Fata Morgana. Oh, it's on the other side. I just saw this part in the camera and thought, oh my god. Alright. Doesn't look damaged, which is good. So let's get that in there. Now, I have done no research about this game whatsoever. I've been wanting to. I really have been wanting to, but I've decided not to bother. When we load up the game, I'm then going to have a look at the trophy guide and see what's going on with that. I have been wanting to, but I've said no, I'm not going to. I've decided not to. So you guys will see when I first load up the game, you'll see I'm gonna get up the trophy guide just so we know what to expect. I assume it's a bit like I was gonna say style game of like Yakuza, like the third person kind of martial arts, but I don't know now, if I'm honest. Have a read of this, guys. Here you go. Have a read. That's it. I mean, pretty cool artwork on the back of that, but okay. So for you guys, it'll be a few seconds. For me, it will be tomorrow. I don't know what to expect. Like I said, I think it's probably going to be like a third person, maybe What Remains of Edith Finch, like a story game that you kind of go through, very linear, but a very beautiful world you experience. Maybe it's more like that. So here we are, back on my PlayStation. It is the next day, and we're now going to install the House in Fata Morgana. A bit of a concern. Is this going to be compatible with the PS5? I don't know. Let's let's find out. Let's find out. I may cry a little bit if not. I'm not going to lie to you guys. It should be. I'd like to think so. The last PS4 game that I bought that was like the £100 one, and it is compatible. Lovely. So what that installs, I am going to check what we are in for. I truly don't think you guys will be able to guess what we're in for. Genuinely, I don't think you'll believe what I've spent £200 on with the trophies. Okay, let's have a look. So we've got we've got 10 golds, 2 silvers, and a platinum. Okay, there is a trophy guide. Let's have a look at the nothing's really like do this. It's like entered the art gallery, entered the concert hall, examined the short story archives. Short stories. Maybe there is collectibles. Let's see. House in Fata Morgana trophy guide is a 1 out of 10, 1 playthrough, 1 hour. You're kidding me. You're kidding me. I just spent £200 for 1 hour. Okay, the House in Fata Morgana is a series of visual novels and short stories. So it's just, if you follow this guide, it will take you 20-30 minutes to get the platinum. And it is just, it's a book, but on your PlayStation. I have to laugh, otherwise I'm going to rip my face off. You know what? Just because I think it's even funnier and it's embarrassing for me, That's really loud. Let's do this in 20 minutes. Let's see if I can do it in 20 minutes. So we have all right. All right, let's do it. Let's do it, I suppose. Okay. Chapter 1. The music and first trophy, Into the Darkness, took your first steps in the Cursed Mansion. The art style and music is actually really nice. So by the way, there's been no choices yet. The game has not wanted me to make any choices as of yet. It's just been reading. I thought there was going to be a lot of choices, which is why I was following a guide, but there's not. It's just like I'm just skipping chunks of the game at this point, and there's not been a single choice. Oh. What was and what could have been for all 8 endings in the house in Fata Morgana. Nice. May the world beyond be filled with light. Sometimes they're too long. Finish the house in Fata Morgana. Nice. A Ripple in Eternity. Uncovered the hidden prologue. Okay. Now this is just going to be where it's just going to be banging through the trophies here. I've done the hardest one, which is the 8 endings. Okay, so everyone's just dying now. Okay, what's past is prologue. Okay, a friend by another name. Naughty. At the bottom, that's it for the type of film you pick. Naughty. A glimpse of joy. Sweet dreams. Found the hidden fragment. Wow, that was really quick. Tale was wasted. Examine the short story archives. What can I add? I'm just going through it in an instant. Third time's the charm. Finish reincarnation. Windows to the past. Enter the art gallery. Melodies of the future. Entered the concert hall. And Fata Morgana. Earned all trophies. So it's done. The £200 platinum achieved. I am in awe that this has happened to me. Only I could spend £200 on a limited run game and earn the platinum in 31 minutes. I at least hope you found it entertaining from buying the game to discovering it was a 1 hour platinum. If anything, I hope it was funny to laugh at my pain. What was even worse is I couldn't add anything fun during the recording of this £200 platinum because it was just screens of dialogue. So let's add the house in Fata Morgana to the tier list. This gets an easy Y for why did I spend £200 without doing any research. Now as a whole, I'm not hating on the game in any way, shape or form. Of course, if you play it properly and you care for these short stories and these characters, I'm sure it's well made and I'm sure it's interesting, but it's just not for me. I don't play PlayStation games to read 70 hours worth of books through my PlayStation. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I think we can all agree, the mid-tier wins yet again. You don't need to spend a lot of money to find a great game. £10 to £20 right now is the best way to find a game on a budget. And unlike with the 110, 100, there's not really a moral here. I suppose the moral would be, don't buy expensive games without doing research first. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know if you want the 330, 300. I'm kidding. I don't think I'll do it. I might. I don't know. Maybe I will. Who knows? But it's getting harder and harder to find the expensive game, I'm not going to lie. But anyways, I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. Thank you as always for the support. We have passed the 90,000 mark now. And yeah, we're knocking on the door of that 100,000, that plaque, which is very exciting. So thank you as always for the support. And I will catch you guys in the next video.